Check, 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 check. I can't hear me.
No, you can't hear yourself.
I hear myself all the time.
There's nothing in the
All right.
earbuds, just the mic. It's almost like, why do we have it?
Uh huh.
Keeps our ears warm.
I don't know. You guys.
What's the last
What?
game?
One of you unmuted.
Mike did for a second. To check.
that starts snap.
Come on.
Usually, no, it'll start on the official.
There's a
he'll go like
4%
this.
chance you already know this,
But
or
we're
higher,
supposed to
but it
sound
sounds like no.
Yeah.
Sounding
So
like
you
it?
just have to,
Just because this camera isn't on this, I'm going to put it out here so we
yeah,
can get
25, penalty administration, a charge timeout. Yeah. Measurement, they stop the clock for a minute.
I'd like to welcome everybody to our live stream of the Knoxville Nevada Cubs football game tonight. It is homecoming here in Nevada, and it's been homecoming week all week, and lots of activities going on, culminating tonight with the homecoming football game.
Are you getting sound now?
The captain's about ready to go out for the coin toss here.
I wonder what kind of coin are you using. Thanks, Joe.
Tonight's stream is sponsored by Mark Olson Real Estate. Located right here on Main Street, Nevada, the Mark Olson Real Estate More team prides itself on building relationships while pursuing the real estate interests of our clients through dedication, honesty, and hard work. The team consists of Mark and Amber Olson, Jennifer Kelly, Rachel DeVries, Jen Nelson, and Danielle Mindy, representing Central Iowa. When you work with the Mark Olson Real Estate team, you get free home staging, professional photographs along with a virtual tour, and aerial drone. The enclosed trailer will be available for moving day. They are members of the Ames, Marshalltown, and Des Moines multiple listing service. But mostly, you will have a true and honest experience. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of the Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org, and you can also find them on the Facebook. Mark Olson Real Estate, Moore Team at Remix Concepts. Expect more, get more.
I hope we get more yards tonight, too.
Me too, Coach. Joining us tonight, as always, is Coach Foley here.
Good being here.
Sampson.
Huh? Do you remember George Carlin?
Yes, I do very much remember George.
The hippy-dippy weatherman?
Yes. Yes.
Well, right now, at game time, 56 degrees. Feels like 56 with an east wind at 5 miles per hour. Humidity, though, has climbed to 72%. I don't think we have to worry about the UV index, do we? So, looks like a beautiful night for football. It's nice and cool. Players are excited. We're excited to be here.
Absolutely, Coach. And it looks like Knoxville's will be kicking off here to Nevada Cubs. We've got Caden Da Silva, and I believe that's Aiden Rhodes in the back, waiting for the kickoff. And here we go.
And the game's underway. Out of bounds, out of
Going
bounds.
out of bounds, and it
Out of
does.
bounds. Penalty in play. Anytime they try and kick away from somebody, it's going to be difficult to place at this level, high school level. Where to put it without doing just that, putting it out of bounds. So the
Correct.
Cubs will get the ball on what? The
35.
yard line. That was a great return.
Great return. Couldn't ask for much better.
Uh-huh.
The Cubs are coming out on offense with Blake Bodorf as the quarterback and Caden Jones in the backfield with them. You've got Caden Da Silva and Aiden Rhodes here at the bottom and Mike Bovey up at the top.
I think it's just because he's in the bleachers right now.
Yeah, whatever the problem is, the officials are working it out.
Oh, because of the kickoff went out on the visiting sideline, they need to place the ball at that hash mark and not on the home field side.
Communication problem between the refs.
Yeah, somebody caught it. That's what's important.
James, you can go in a bit.
Blake takes the snap, gives to Caden, and he runs right up the middle. 4, 5, 8-yard gain there, straight up the middle.
The offensive line for Nevada's done a heck of a job already this year. Gage Mafetsky is at left tackle, Jack Chandler at left guard, Carter Hamilton starting tonight at center, Marshall Sheldall at right guard, and Aiden Ballard at right tackle.
Blake takes a snap, hands off to Caden again, turns the corner,
Block, get a block, get a
up
block.
to 50, 45, tackled by a couple Knoxville players there, number 58. That's Hayden Lee.
To our Knoxville fans, we'll try and get the names of the players as we go. We apologize up front. First of all, if we mispronounce them,
Most likely.
I have trouble with Smith and Jones.
So we got Caden still in the backfield with Grant Higgins off the line a little. We've got Caden and Aiden at the top and Mike Bovey at the bottom of the formation here. Takes a snap, throws out to Aiden, grabs it.
Great
Good
downfield block.
by Caden. 10 yards, 15 yards, 20
Good,
yards.
good.
25 yards.
That
Placed
was
down at the 20-yard line.
that was a split-in screen, and didn't see who the blocker was out there. Got an excellent block. In fact, he knocked the player to the ground. So outstanding blocking.
Very well played out. They're going to remain with the same lineup with a single back set. Blake in the shotgun. Mike on the bottom. Caden and Aiden, Caden and Aiden at the top. Handoff is to Caden. Goes right up the middle, all the way down to the 5-yard line before he's stopped by a host of Knoxville players.
Caden followed the block very well of Higgins. Higgins pulled left from his left slot back position, turned it right up the middle and sealed off the inside linebacker. Excellent block, and Caden ran right off of it.
Coach, I think everybody but one player from Knoxville was in on that tackle, finally to bring him down.
Nevada Lumber Red Zone.
Nevada Lumber Red Zone ran.
And the Cubs hand off to Caden again,
And
straight
touchdown.
up the middle for a touchdown.
Excellent blocking, Ryan. Excellent blocking.
So for Caden, that gives him his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, which is just incredible. What a great start this team has had. Looks like they'll be kicking an extra point here.
Lining up in the swinging gate. Everybody's to the left. Now the holder goes back. And now the line shifts over. They don't adjust. It's a direct snap and away to go.
Yeah, you might have to put it back up on your shoulder.
The snap, the place, and the kick. And right through the uprights. So, Cubs grab the ball, march right down the field in a minute and 45 seconds. Score their first touchdown of the night with Caden Jones.
Was that Freeman that kicked it? I think it was Rhodes.
Yeah, that was
Rhodes.
Rhodes. With the extra point
Yeah.
attempt there.
What? They switched those two out. Yeah.
Cubs came off a great win last week at Bondurant Farrar. We're down
That was a double
overtime. 13 points they were down, and they came back
Yes.
to tie it. When they went into overtime, Nevada had the ball first. They threw an interception. Bondurant got the ball. They threw an interception. Then we had the ball first the second time and got 3 points out of it. And then we had a interception in the game. So Cubs are playing really fine football right now.
So it looks like we got Aiden Freeman kicking off here. Aiden's a soccer player also, so he's got a pretty strong leg here.
Double wing.
Okay, Ben, I have very specific.
And the approach and the kick.
Yeah. He went like this. Taking it as that.
Fielded at the 14,
fumble,
but
fumble.
fumbled and regathered in, and luckily regathered that one in and brought it up to about the 23-yard line. That'll bring our defense out onto the field here. Knoxville's first offensive series. And they've got a split quarterback. They use both of them about the same amount of times. One's a little more passing oriented and one's a little bit more of a running quarterback. It looks like we got our running quarterback in right now. Kieran Nichols. He takes a snap, rolls to his left. He's in trouble, rolling back. Or I'm sorry, he rolled to the right, back to his left, and now he's running.
He just turned a broken play into a heck of a game.
Yep. And he gains about 20 yards on that play. 19 yards. Take that back. So just as you did say there, Coach, that was a broken play that made a lot out of.
Okay, that's where it's used.
The current terminology is RPO, which means run pass option, and that started as an RPO. He got pressure right away, and turned and sprinted back to his left. The defense had collapsed down, so he got a good outside shot and took it.
Not like the far side, but go to the other 20-yard line.
And that's a quarterback keeper right up to the gut.
Brandon Montel with the ball carrier. Nate Anderson on the tackle for the Cubs.
And the official.
Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a keeper. That was a handoff. That was Gavin Montiabo that carried that ball for about 3 yards. That'll bring up second down and 7.
Burke signed tonight, I saw. What did that was last
Make that 2nd and 6.
7:15.
Another jet sweep. Quarterback kept it this time, seen in the fast rush upfield. And he gained 2 yards.
Kieran Nichols, the ball carrier, tackled by Cale Franson for the Cubs.
2.5 yards there.
Knoxville appears to be trying to run the option out of the spread offense, which the quarterback rode the wingback around and then kept it and tucked it in. Big play for Knoxville.
Yeah, that was good.
Defense,
Here
defense going to try and shut him down, get it back.
Let's see if the Cubs can hold him here. Tight formation again. Option, hands it off. Nothing there. Big wall, but
Bounced it
out.
outside for a first down.
And gains about 5 yards on that play for a first down.
Tackled for the Cubs by Seth Brown.
Cubs had that stop that first, coach, but
Yep.
that player was able to bounce her
First down
outside
for the
and
Panthers.
get us a nice little gain and a first down.
Cubs might have over pursued on that play. They saw him dip inside and all came crashing down, and that allowed him the opportunity to bounce off one tackle and get to the outside. Smart running.
And he takes a
Snap.
snap and
Definite
quarterback's
keep.
keeping. Bounces it out. Gets out of bounds.
Kieran Nichols, the ball carrier.
It's basically a quarterback counter. He took a jab step to his left, back went to the left, and then he brought it around to his right side and made his left side. The linebackers kind of bit on it and got him out of position. So
That was a gain of 9 yards there, so that'll bring up second down and 1 yard to go.
Just move the antenna up here to be a little bit higher and see if that helps.
So in the backfield is that Gavin Montiabo. And the handoff to Gavin, right up the middle.
Montel with the ball
Gains
carrier.
about 4 yards for the first down,
Zoom in a little bit too.
all the way down to the Cubs' 30-yard line.
Tackled by Abe Rhodes and Cale Franson.
Go a little bit more. So you can start somewhat zoomed in on the play before it starts, and as soon as it starts happening, you can back out a little bit. Then you reset, right?
Yeah,
Looks
James.
like they're spreading that formation just a little bit up to the top there with
Yeah.
Mike Hudson at the top, and he's running a route and an out pattern.
Ugh.
Pass just over his head, out of reach.
high pass. The defender was right there on his hip as he reached for it. No interference. Good job of tackling.
That'll make it 2nd and 10.
John.
Guys, why are you breathing so heavily?
They're keeping that same formation with number 3 at the top. And the option, and they're going to go the other way.
Good
Left
blocking.
side.
Ball carrier.
And a gain about 4 to 5 yards on that play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Abe Rhodes, Cale Franson in on the tackle.
Nevada's front on defense. Grant Higgins at defensive end. Nate Anderson defensive tackle. Cam Vincent defensive tackle, and Galvin Malone at the other end.
Jason, wanna up your mic?
Me?
There you go. I think that's what it is. Distant.
Turn your mic off.
People wanna hear you, Jason. Put that mic right in front.
And this will be a quarterback keeper rolling to the right, trying to green the edge, and the Cubs blocked that one up nicely. anything, you might have lost a yard on that. Nope, just made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Cubs had great inside-out pursuit on that. Defensive end played the position well. The outside linebacker played it well. And then the inside linebacker came inside out from his position, chasing him down to the outside and helping force him out of bounds. So Cub had good pursuit and gang tackling.
Is there any way that we can do this where we don't have trouble every single time?
No, not with wireless.
So Knoxville is going for it here on 4th down, about 4. Take the snap, rolls to his left.
Got him.
Blocked well and tackled in the backfield for a loss and turnover on downs.
Was that Malone?
That was Gavin Malone.
Gavin Malone has really good speed. And that time he actually over-pursued the play inside and used his speed to catch the quarterback from behind and drag him down for a loss. Cubs ball. Here we go, offense.
I would say more to the Oh, you're doing it.
Okay, so that'll bring the single back set and 2 wide receivers. Grant just off the line. Hand off to Caden. Right up the middle, following his blockers. Moving. For a gain of about 12, 13 yards.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun to watch. I just saw the first game.
First down for the Cubs.
Jack Chandler was a pulling guard on that. It was a down play where everybody sealed down inside. First guy they had an angle on. Chandler pulled, kicked out, and the running back followed him very well.
Back to the single back and hand off to Caden with a wide open hole there.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Off the right side of the line for a gain of about 7 yards on that carry.
Tackled by Gavin Montalvo.
Cubs get to the line quickly here. Snap the ball, hand it off to Caden Jones once again. Another hole off the left side this time.
Across the 40.
Grabs about another 6-7 yards, and it's first down at the 39 of Knoxville.
And once again, you're watching your offensive line fire out straight ahead, not standing up. You see the Knoxville line being blown backwards. Good job of the offensive line keeping their feet moving to sustain the block to give the running backs more time to get there.
Staying with the same personnel on the field. Blake in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Caden once again. The right side, spins out of one tackle, powers his way out of another for a gain of about 3 yards on that one.
Caden got spun around in backfield. As he straightened up to head downfield, he was tackled straight on and just blew the guy backwards. We have an injured Nevada player down.
That looks like Caden on the
That
ground
looks
right
like
now.
Caden Jones on the ground right now, yes. In the real estate market, the Mark Olson Real Estate team at Remax Concepts has what it takes to help you find your dream home. They're also experts in selling your home. They're a firm believer in exceeding expectations. Being a realtor, broker, and owner means more than selling homes. It's about you, your hopes, your dreams. They love helping others, and their performance and their clients' experience reflect that. The Moore team is proud sponsor of Nevada Club Athletics. And to learn more about, visit mooreteam.org. And you can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate, Moore Team at RE/MAX Concepts. Expect more, get more. Well, Caden's walking off under his own power. That's a good sign. May have just got the wind knocked out of him because he did get hit on the spin, and therefore he spun right into the tackle. But I think the tackler also found out that Caden Jones is no little fella, because even though he went down on the play, he knocked that guy back about 3 yards. So Gavin Malone's in out running back, and Gavin has his own qualities. He's very quick off the ball. He's not a very tall runner, so he gets behind his big offensive line. It's hard for the defense to see him, and he is tough. Here he gets the ball straight ahead. Pick up of about 10 yards, first down on the play.
Tackled by
Again, straight head blocking by the offensive line, just kept their feet going and drove the Knoxville Panthers back. So good play all around.
So that'll bring up first down again, all the way down to about the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. Malone in the backfield still, the handoff to Malone. Good
Nice
blocking
read.
up front, cuts it off to the left a little bit. Powers his way forward with about 3 Knoxville players on his back.
I just saw Malone do something that as a lineman I just love. When Malone got to the line, he put his hand on the back of the blocker and just followed him. And when the blocker pushed the defender inside, Malone cut to the outside. I think that's just instinctive for him.
That brings up second down about 2 yards to go on the Knoxville 19-yard line. Handoff once again to Malone. Powers forward once again. Very close to that first down, but I believe just shy. About a half yard shy. That'll bring up third down and half a yard.
It hasn't changed anything with Malone in there or Caden Jones in there. They're just, as my mother used to say, you dance with the lady that brought you. And
This
that's
time
what they're doing.
They do have the 3 wide receiver set here. And they continue to hand off straight up. Malone gets the first down and more. All the way down to about the 13-yard line. So the Cubs will have first down at the 13. So they're still able to get one more first down before scoring a touchdown, which we hope they do. And right now, that puts the Cubs in the
Nevada Lumber Red Zone.
That's right. Proud sponsor of the Nevada Cubs Athletics. Blake takes the snap, throws it out to the edge where Aiden caught the ball, but then slips down.
Had a clear shot to the end zone, and his feet went out from underneath him. It's all right.
Yeah, still a positive gain there. We gained about 5 yards, so that'll bring up second down and 5.
Is that just random?
Is Jonesy back in?
Yep, Caden's back in. The handoff is to Caden. Bounces it to the left. Looks like he slipped just a little bit on that
He
cut.
did.
He slipped a little bit.
Lee on the tackle.
Third and about 7.
Yep, lost about 2 yards on that one. So we got 2 receivers at the bottom. That's Caden and Aiden, and Mike Bovey at the top of the formation with the single set back. Blake in the shotgun, takes a snap, throws to the left to Caden. Caden tries to avoid one, but is swallowed up by another.
That was that split end screen. Knoxville read it well. Lead blocker got a good block on it, but the outside linebacker came filling up fast, so therefore. So Cubs are going for it on fourth down.
Fourth and about 6 to go. Blake takes the snap, out to the right, throws to Caden, and
They got a
in the end
touchdown.
zone
All
for a
right.
touchdown. So that was Caden DeSilva receiving that pass.
De Silva caught it, made the turn, and the defender had his hands on him. He just kind of shrugged him off and dove for the end zone and got it.
And for Caden Jones, that's his, well, let's see here. Or Caden DeSilva, excuse me, is his 3rd receiving touchdown this year. He had 14 receptions coming into tonight. That's Aiden Rhodes for the extra point. Snap, the place, the kick. And
Good.
just squeaks over that
I think they
crossbar.
Vaseline the bar. That bar just barely slid over the crossbar, so it still counts.
So that'll take the score to 14-0. Cubs over the Knoxville. With 1:14 left in the first quarter. Cubs will be kicking off here shortly.
Do we have the water break? We already have it.
Didn't have it.
The Mark Olson Real Estate More Team is invested in our community and schools. You can find them running a booth at the PTA Carnival, providing ice cream socials for Central's Butter Braid fundraiser, passing out treats during Nevada's downtown trick-or-treating, taking the reins on Nevada Community Rodeo, showcasing those with exceptional yards and Christmas light displays, giving out the Mark Olson Real Estate More Teen Scholarship to a dedicated Nevada senior, supporting the community and school events, and the most memorable was partnering with the Nevada JCs and the Nevada Fire Department, watching the Easter Bunny ride on the fire truck on Easter Day. Whenever there's a need in our community, the More Team tries to fill that gap. The More Team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit moreteam.org, and you can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate More Team at Remix Concepts. Expect more, get more.
Nevada kicked off. The Knoxville receiver took it at the 8. Got as far out as about the 18-yard line. An outstanding form tackle took him down right there. So Knoxville comes out 1st and 10, about the 16, 17-yard line.
So the quarterback keeps that one, goes up the left gap on the line, and gains about 2 yards on that carry.
Zoom in a little bit, James.
No, I think that's good.
And your linesman, look at him. He's a ball. Start the clock. Look at it right here now.
What's the word for that?
If the ball moves the other side, maybe the other linesman. But
Get away from
this side for some reason.
Right now, Knoxville's trying to hit the inside gaps, the A and the B gap. And I'll explain what that means here in a second after this play.
Knoxville's got that single receiver set, single back. Quarterback rolls out to his right, throws
nice
the pass.
tackle.
Well
Incomplete.
caught, but drops the ball.
Good hit.
So that is an incomplete pass. That'll bring up second down.
When the offensive
Third down.
when the offensive line gets set, the space between the center and guard is the A gap. The gap between the guard and tackle is the B gap. The gap between the tackle and ends the C gap, and outside's at the D gap. It's just a simple way to use terminology that the players understand. When you say we're going to fill the A gap, they know where they're going that way on defense. But also the offense then has an understanding where they're trying to put the ball.
All right, looks like Knoxville's taking a timeout here.
Where you at?
With years of experience as a top-producing real estate team within the Central Iowa market, the Moore team comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience. They will guide you every step of the way through the process of buying and selling your home. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit moreteam.org. You can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate, Moore Team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more. With 25.4 seconds left in the first quarter, Knoxville called a timeout. I wonder if the coach saw something he thinks they can exploit on the Nevada side of the ball. Guess we'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, and they've got a third down and about 7 yards to go here, Coach. So
Actually, it's at a second too late.
they're
Sorry.
sticking with their same formation they've always had all night, and that's that single set wide receiver.
Look for a draw.
Single back. Scrambles to his left, throws, and it's
Pick.
intercepted by Aiden Rhodes. Taken down to the 20, to the 15, to the 12-yard line.
Cubs are back in business.
Monday I went to Hampton.
I don't think that was the outcome that coach had in mind when he called timeout.
No, that is not the exploitation he was looking for, Coach.
Mount Harvey.
So
Actually,
that'll set up the Cubs very nicely here with 16 seconds left.
and we happen to be in the Nevada Lumber red zone.
We are right back in there, aren't we, Coach? Boy, I hope Nevada's got a lot of lumber, because we're in the red zone. Blake takes the handoff, hands off to Gavin, right up the middle, all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Just think
Again, the
that.
Cubs can get another first down here.
I'm just thinking about that. Nevada Lumber and Mark Olson's Real Estate. They can build, sell, and do all they want right in one lump
There
sum
you
there.
go. Right here in our own town.
Yeah. Into the first quarter.
The Cubs are leading Knoxville 14-0. When we come back, the Cubs will have a second down and, what, 3 to go.
About that.
Ball on about the 5-yard line.
As you said, they can get a first down without a touchdown.
Speaking of Mark Olson and the Moore team, when you're ready to buy a home, whether it's your first home, second home, vacation home, or forever home, consider working with the Mark Olson Real Estate team. Moore team at Remax Concepts, located right here on Main Street, Nevada. The partnership with Remax provides the tools and knowledge to guide their clients every step of the way. That's why nobody sells more homes than Remax, the #1 name in real estate. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. Visit mooreteam.org to learn more and check out their Facebook page for referrals and reviews. The Mark Olson Real Estate team. More team, expect more. More team, expect more, get more. Oh, that's a tongue twister there, Coach. We'll get through that, though. Excellent people, very great to work with. All right, Cubs are on the field here, getting ready to start up the second quarter here, where they're leading 14-0. Blake in the shotgun, Caden to his left. We got Aiden and Caden out, split out. And the handoffs to Caden, straight up the middle into the end zone. That's Caden's second touchdown on the night, giving him a total of 13 touchdowns on the year, rushing.
Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Cubs line fired out the ball straight ahead. You could see the white defenders being driven backwards. Caden just picked his hole and then he went.
They're taking it for 2. Caden up the side and in the end zone for 2 points. Knoxville called their bluff and Nevada made him play. So that'll make the score 22-0 right now. Coach, this might be another rout tonight as compared to last week where we had a very tight game. Cubs seem to have their way with Knoxville tonight. Able to push their way around whichever way. Running the ball extremely effective. So for the kickoff again, we got Aiden Freeman. He's placed the ball. He's taking his steps back. He'll be kicking off here with 5 seconds into the second quarter. And the kickoff. And it's down to the 10. Fielded but dropped again. And finally just fall. Oh. It squirted out a bit. And it is Cubs football.
All right.
And guess what, Coach?
We're in Nevada Lumber red zone already.
Already again. The Nevada Lumber red zone.
The deep man for Knoxville is running up trying to catch the ball in the run. And the ball's coming down end over end. It makes it tough to judge. And all 3 of those he's bobbled. That one he couldn't get back. He went down before the ball hit the ground, and we recovered. Nice play, nice coverage by the Cubs.
Coach, you think they might be trying some different plays now that they've got a solid lead here?
Nope.
No, just stick with what you got you there, huh?
I lied.
And the pass? Right to Caden DeSilva for a touchdown. So within 16 seconds of this quarter, we've scored 2 touchdowns now, Coach.
Caden ran a slant pattern. He was the wide out receiver. Both wide outs on our right side did a slant. The inside one did a short slant, and Caden went down the middle. I still think it's one of the toughest patterns in football to cover because whatever you do is going to be wrong.
Looks like Aiden Freeman out for the extra point. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Aiden Rhodes. That bounced right off the scoreboard, but after going through the uprights first.
That was still rising.
So that'll give the Cubs a commanding 29-0 lead here early in the second quarter.
They moved this way. I think they moved the conflict.
Cubs are looking good. They're aggressive. They haven't sat back or rested. They're coming off the ball aggressively. Linebackers are filling holes. I'll take a look at the defensive secondary for the Cubs, see what we got going there.
The secondary would be consistent of Cal Franzen at linebacker, Caden Jones as a linebacker, Aiden Rhodes. At safety, we got Caleb Quaker, James Edwards, and then quarterbacks are Caden Da Silva and Seth Brown. That brings Aiden Freeman back in for the kickoff once again. He's going to need a little ice on that leg tonight after all these kickoffs.
Must be a gale force wind down there. The ball flew off the tee.
Yeah, that 5-mile-an-hour gale force wind.
Out of the east. The flag looked up to see if it was supposed to move on that one. Here we go.
And the kickoff. And O'Ren fielded at the 15,
Yeah, that kid
ran up
handled
to
it well.
20, 25, and brought down about the 29-yard line.
For Knoxville on that kickoff.
That was number 7 returning that kick for Knoxville. Cale Peterson.
Kel did a nice job. He too came running up on it, made sure the ball was secured before he continued on, and got a few yards on the return before the Cubs brought him down.
Looks like they're sticking with their senior quarterback. The single set receiver, single back. Man in motion to the top. Toss to the right. Met in the backfield well and brought down for a loss of 8 yards. Maybe 7 yards. 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17. I'm sorry, 5 yards. 5 yards.
They moved him along the middle linebacker.
Oh, that is 7 yards. That was right the first time.
Are you bouncing my checkbook? It never comes
I'm
out
trying.
right.
All right, so 2nd down and 17 for Knoxville here. Keeping the same formation, same people out, and that's a
Kyle Davis, the ball carrier for Knoxville.
short gain on that carry for about 1 yard.
Grant Higgins and Aiden Rhodes on the tackle. For the Cubs.
They'd had 3 down defensive linemen that time. Ran a version of the 3-5 defense. 3 down linemen, 5 linebackers, and 3 DBs back.
Knoxville is mainly a running team. Their passing percentage is not as great as I'm sure they hope it is. So they mostly run.
RPO.
Speaking of which, there's a pass, and out of the hands of the receiver.
Pass intended for
Looked
Keegan
like a
Cox.
fairly good pass to me. Looks like it hit the receiver in the hands, but just couldn't quite bring it in.
Was a good pass. Went through his hands. Number 3 almost picked it off before it hit the ground. He was diving for it, but he didn't get it.
All right, so with 4th down, looks like they're bringing the punting team out, Coach. Cubs ought to have pretty decent field position after this kick. Let's see if Aiden or Caden can do anything with it, or if they even kick it towards them. High snap, grabs it, kicks it,
Pooch
very
punt.
high. Kind of a. Oh, that was very close. One of the Cubs players did not see that the kick was so close.
First of all, it was a pooch kick. They snapped it to the up back, and he tried to quick kick it, so to speak, and kind of caught it on the end of his toe, went straight up in the air and came straight back down into the crowd, which is why one of the native players almost got hit.
Yeah.
It didn't go very far. In fact, if anything, it was about a 6-yard punt.
So the Cubs take over here on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Same package. Caden and Aiden down below. Mike up
Pass.
top, and the throw to Mike. Right to him, but through his hands. Couldn't quite
Couldn't
bring that
pull
one
it
in.
in. Good pattern, though. He came down the outside along the sidelines, broke in, got behind the defender, just couldn't pull it in.
Mike did have to slow down just a little bit to meet the ball at the right time, but did hit him right in the hands. It was a good effort. Nice pass. a false start maybe here on the Cubs.
I think whoever's
Yep,
the
false
far
start.
left.
Yep.
Actually, we had two, but the offense always gets a penalty in that, rightfully so. Their left defensive end jumped as our left wideout jumped.
Yes.
So back we go 5 yards.
That'll bring up second down in about 15.
Is that the first penalty of the night?
That is the first penalty of the night, yeah. So not bad.
Not
We're
at
well
all.
into the second quarter here before we got our first one. Takes a snap, jet sweep.
Jet sweep. Oh, nice block. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Aiden gets it all the way
Aiden
down.
Rhodes, the ball carrier.
Goes out of bounds at the 26, 27 yard line.
He was forced out of
Looks like
bounds.
27 yard line. He's out of bounds.
For Knoxville.
Caden Jones returned the favor.
Yeah.
He was the lead blocker in that. Got into the man, kept driving him. Sometimes you have running backs that don't like to block, to put it bluntly, but he returned the favor. He's gotten a lot of great blocks out of his teammates, and he gave one back there. Good job.
Bring up about third down and 6 or 7. Hand off to Caden. Off the left side.
Caden Jones, the ball
Almost
carrier.
there. Stopped short of the first down. Gain of about 3 yards there.
Logan Clark on the tackle for Knoxville.
That'll bring up fourth down and 3 to go. Looks like the Cubs are keeping their offense out on the field. Caden in the backfield, single
Slight-
set, 2 receivers to the top.
Slight
Blake in the
mix-up.
shotgun. Takes a snap, gives it to Caden right up the middle for the first down and
go,
more.
Jones, the ball carrier, down to about the 15
All the way down to
line.
the 16-yard line. Hey, Coach, guess
That
where the
tackle
Cubs
was
are at?
made by,
I
Hayden
believe
Lee.
that we find him in the
down to the
Nevada
top.
Lumber red zone.
Got that right, Coach. Once again. Takes the snap, drops back, up the pass.
Slant. Ah, got it.
Caught by Caden.
Pass complete to Caden.
That
Very
pass-
well.
That pass was thrown behind the receiver. Caden turned, got his body turned around, pulled the ball in, and still managed to
Logan
gain
Clark
yards
on
on
the
it.
tackle for the Panthers.
Excellent reception.
Yep. Brings him down to the 2-yard line. First down, hand off to Cade. Started out, then
Nope.
went back in,
Nope.
and is just shy of the end zone.
Dueling officials.
Inches away.
Officials on the Nevada side signaled touchdown. Official on Knoxville side pointed to the ground saying he was down before he got across.
And that referee
happens.
was closer to the play.
Yes, it was to his side. From where I'm sitting, I thought for sure it's a touchdown.
And to give once again to Caden. Bowls his way in, just
Touchdown,
forces
no
his
doubt-
way
no
through
doubt that
wide
time.
into the end zone for a touchdown, no doubt about that one. That gives Caden his 3rd touchdown on the night, bringing his total on the year to 14 touchdowns. Kind of wish I had him on my fantasy football team right about now.
I told you not to pick me over him.
I'm a sentimental guy there, Coach.
I appreciate that.
Aiden Rhodes with another successful
So
PAT.
Aiden Rhodes kicks the extra point, and that brings the Cubs total to 36. Knoxville 0.
Do another one. Dang it, come on, I can do this. Located right here on Main Street, Nevada, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team prides itself in building relationships while pursuing the real estate interests of our clients through dedication, honesty, and hard work. The team consists of Mark and Amber Olson, Jennifer Kelly, Rachel DeVries, Jen Nelson, and Danielle Mindy, representing Central Iowa. When you work with the Mark Olson Real Estate team, you get free home staging, professional photographs along with a virtual tour and aerial drone. The enclosed trailer will be available for moving day, and they are members of the Ames, Marshalltown, and Des Moines Multiple Listing Service. But most importantly, you will have a true and honest experience. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of the Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org. You can also find him on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
So that kickoff was fielded at the 7-yard line and brought all the way out to about the 23-yard line. That'll give Knoxville the first down right there.
7:35 to go in the second quarter. See if the Cubs defense can stifle them again.
Remaining same package as they've had. Was a jet sweep. Interrupted slightly there by
Tristan DeYoung, the ball carrier for the Panthers.
James Edwards for a second.
Rhodes
Able
and
the rest of
Anderson
the
are the
Cubs
tackle.
to swarm to the ball and make the tackle.
Nevada read that jet sweep well. Closed down from the defensive end spot. Linebacker slid in to fill the hole. Defensive end got a hand on him to slow him down. Linebacker cleaned it up.
Doesn't look like they gained any yards on that play, Coach.
Nope. Sprint out.
Pass and away.
Pass intended for Mike Hudson of the Panthers.
James Edwards had great pressure on that. In fact, that caused the quarterback to throw high. James also did a good job. He got his hands up and leapt to take away the passing lane. So, good play, good coaching. 3rd and 10. Let's see what we got going now.
Same package as they've always had here. One receiver, one setback.
Counter play.
Keegan Cox, the ball carrier.
Flag on the play. Knoxville tried to run a counter play off of it. The defensive left side for Nevada stayed home and did a good job of snuffing it out, but it looks like it's a penalty against the Cubs. Face mask,
Dale Franzen
15-yard
again
penalty.
alone on the tackle on that last play.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. I guess it was an incidental face mask.
Yep. Not an automatic first down.
Correct. So it was a 5-yard penalty versus a personal foul face mask for 15. Gives Knoxville a chance. Keep their drive going.
Coming down here at about 5 minutes left in the second quarter before the half.
At this time, we would invite the homecoming court and their parents to proceed to the north end of the
Timeout
track.
here.
Homecoming court and their parents, please proceed to the north end of the track.
In the real estate market, the Mark Olson Real Estate team at Remax Concepts has what it takes to find your dream home. They're also experts in selling your home. Firm believers in exceeding expectations. Being a realtor, broker, and owner means more than selling homes. It's about you, your hopes, and your dreams. They love helping others, and the performance of their clients' experience reflect that. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org. You can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
When play resumes here, we'll have 5 minutes left in the second quarter. The Knoxville has the ball. With 3rd and 5 coming up.
A lot of good coaching going on here. Knoxville's behind, but the coach is very patient. I can see him over there pointing out, what they want to do and how they want to do. Nevada's down here in front of us and re-emphasizing points that they've seen tonight that they probably talked about a lot this week in practice, how to stop it. So coming out this timeout, it'll be just another chess match. Who calls it right and who doesn't.
So both teams are coming back out on the field here. And we'll resume play. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Knoxville. They've got 2 receivers down low here. 1 setback. And it's draw play up at the quarterback for a first down. And he gets out of bounds over at the 36-yard line.
Pick up the first down for the Panthers.
Looks like Mr. Edwards is on the ground right now. We'll have a timeout here while they attend to him. Well, with years of experience as top producing real estate team within the Central Iowa market, the Moore team comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience. They will guide you every step of the way through the process of buying and selling your home. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cub Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org. And you can also find them on Facebook. The Mark Olson Real Estate, Moore team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
We decided who's down yet for the Cubs?
James Edwards.
James Edwards.
He's our safety.
Yep. Number 3.
That'll most likely bring Carter Beving in to take his place, number 2.
Matt Myers is a trainer on scene. Works for 21st Century Rehab, our sponsor last game. I'm not sure, but that could be Steve Castlebaum out there, the owner of 21st Century Rehab as well. Excellent care for our athletic programs here in Nevada.
All right, looks like James is getting up. Trying to put a little weight on there, see how it feels. Testing it out a little. I don't know if it's an ankle
Pretty
or
tender.
knee. Wants to make sure it's stable before putting too much weight back on it again.
I couldn't see what Matt was working on when he was still on the ground, but the way he's hobbling, it's coming off under his own power, but it's very ginger on the left side.
And indeed, that is Carter Beving coming in to replace James for at least this play, or most likely the rest of the series, until James feels better. So Knoxville has the ball, first down at the 31-yard line. Single set back, 1 receiver up top, man in motion, handoff, cuts it in, gains about 2 yards.
Good game tackling.
Kyle Davis, the ball carrier.
Defenders shed the blocks and got there in a hurry, holding them to basically a 1.5 yard, 2 yard gain. Good pursuit.
That'll bring up second down and 8 for Knoxville. Same personnel on the field. Man in motion, hand off to 22. Tries to cut it in, but grabbed quickly by Carter Beving, who just replaced James Edwards.
He read that from the get-go.
It looks like he dropped him for about a 3-yard loss. Stopped the game, or stopped the forward motion at about a three-yard loss on that play.
So 3rd and a long 10. 3:33 to go in the quarter.
So single setback. Quarterback takes a snap, runs to the right, and is stopped. About 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th down and 6.
For the Cubs.
Oh, I take that back. It was about a 5-yard, 6-yard gain. It does look like the Panthers are bringing their kicking team out. We got DeSilva and Rhodes back to receive the punt. And another high snap. And another pooch kick. And it goes out of bounds right at about the 46-yard line.
In fact, that was about
Knoxville.
a 4-yard punt. I think they were trying to angle away from De Silva, and he just got his toe up underneath it rather than stretching. And
This certainly doesn't help having those high snaps either.
no,
That'll get your timing way off.
who's the center for Knoxville? It's the only time you ever hear the center's name.
The long snapper.
Yep. It's a tough
Blake
job.
takes a snap, hands off to Caden, right up the middle, spins,
Spin move, keep going.
spins.
He's down to about the,
Takes a couple
41
Panthers to
yard
bring
line.
him down, but not until he gains about 5 yards. Clock remains running with 1:45 left in the
Moving
half.
down on the tackle for
Cubs
the
lead
Knoxville
36 to
Panthers.
nothing. We'll see if the Cubs can make it down to that red zone. Blake goes
Oh,
back.
nice pass.
Deep pass
Silva.
to Caden.
Oh, great catch.
Shoves
Touchdown.
the tackler and walks into the end zone
The
for
defender,
his 3rd touchdown of the night.
the defender was right there with him. They went up together, intertwined arms. De Silva grabbed the ball, took it away from him, kind of just spun the defender off and sprinted into the end zone. Outstanding individual play.
So right now that makes it 42 to nothing with the extra point coming. Carter takes a snap, place, kick is up and through with no problem.
Caden Rhodes on the successful
43 to
PAT.
nothing. So, Coach, when you were coaching games like this where you guys were up big, did you have a different strategy going into the second half? Would you change
No.
your personnel?
Might start changing personnel. You'd probably come out the second half. I remember we received the ball to start the game, right?
Yes.
Yes. So defense will come out. You'll put your starting defense on the field and let them play a while. And if we keep shutting them down, then you start seeding in different players. I don't think they'll do a mass exchange at one time, but and same way on offense. They'll come out with the starting offense, and then you'll see some other kids start to filter in. And eventually, as the game wears on, you'll be on your second teamers. As a coach, you never want to embarrass or intentionally run up the score on an opponent, because someday you could be on the other side of that.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That brings up the kick by Freeman.
Aiden Freeman kicking off for the
Fielded
Cubs.
at the 12-yard line. Brought up to the 20,
Kyle
25,
Davis returning
30.
for the Panthers.
and brought out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
That was an excellent run by the Knoxville receiver. He got it. He hit the hole hard. Shucked a couple tacklers from Nevada, and it took 3 or 4 Nevada tacklers to bring him down on their sideline.
After their first 2 kickoff returns, and they had some issues with those, they've been having some fairly decent returns since then. So they'll have a 1st and 10 here at the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line. We've got 45 seconds with the running clock.
Going back to your question as well, you also started looking, you don't want to get anybody injured. You still have 4 more games to go before playoffs. Ooh, nice counterplay. Nevada didn't think it was, just shut it down.
Keegan Cox, the ball carrier. Aiden Rhodes on the tackle for the Cubs.
That was a true old wing T inside counterplay. Defensive line did a great job of stuffing it down right at the line of scrimmage.
So it looks like Knoxville has time for one more play if they desire.
I think they're
I'm
just
not
gonna
sure
run
they
out.
desire at this point. No, it looks like they're going to let the clock run out, Coach, and we will go into halftime where the Cubs are leading the Knoxville Panthers 43-0.
As the half comes to a close, we would ask if the Master of Cub recipients that are here this evening please report to the north end of the track at this time. Master of Cub recipients, please report to the north end of the track. And Jack Chandler. Bridget is the daughter of Chris and Eileen Patterson. Jack, the son of Troy and Lisa. Grant is the son of Shane and Sherry Higgins. Our fourth couple this evening are Grace Cahill and Aiden Rhodes. Grace is the daughter of Mark and Elizabeth Cahill. Aiden, the son of Matt and Jill Rhodes. And our 2020 homecoming Queen and King. Queen Caitlin Kingsbury and King Caden Jones. Caitlin is the daughter of Jason and Stacy Kingsbury. Caden is the son of Corey and Valerie Jones. There you have our 2020 homecoming court. Congratulations, one and all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For your halftime entertainment, we continue with the Nevada Cub Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Wade Presley. Color Guard is under the direction of Haley Primrose. Their performance will include Any Way You Want It, Open Arms, and Don't Stop Believin' by the rock band Journey. Drum majors Taylor Conrad, Lucy Hovar, and Eleanor Elliott Rude. Is the Nevada Cub Pride Marching Band ready? And now please stand and join the band in a salute to our Nevada Cubs. The Master of Cub Award originated in 1982 to recognize seniors who were involved in multiple sports over their high school career, thereby contributing to the overall success of Nevada athletics. Students must earn at least 8 varsity letters in sports sanctioned by the IHSAA and the IGHSAU. Congratulations to the following students for their contribution to the success of Nevada athletics. We have Dean Check, the son of Kelly and Arthur Check. During high school, he lettered in cross country, track, and soccer. Carter Franson. Carter's award this evening is being accepted by his brothers. Carter is the son of Janelle and Neil Franson. During high school, he lettered in football, baseball, and track. Keaton Fry is the son of Chad Fry and Jillian Heathwole and Jackie and Brandon Wilson. During high school, he lettered in football, baseball, and golf. Meredith Harder is the daughter of Scott and Leanne Harder. During high school, she lettered in soccer, basketball, cross country, and tennis. Juliana Hornbuckle is the daughter of Jaylene and Brian Hornbuckle. During high school, she lettered in track and cross country. Amelia Jones is the daughter of Susan and Ken Jones. During high school, she lettered in basketball, soccer, and track. Cody Kruswich is the son of Kevin and Beth Kruswich. During high school, he lettered in football, basketball, track, and soccer. Henry Nelson is the son of Andrea and Richard Nelson. During high school, he lettered in basketball, football, soccer, and track. Casey Rewerts is the daughter of Aaron and Jerome Rewerts. During high school, she lettered in volleyball, track, basketball, softball, and soccer. Tyler Sansgaard is the son of Shauna and Ben Sansgaard. During high school, he lettered in golf, basketball, and baseball. Congratulations and thank you one and all. Our 2020 Master of Cub Awards.
Well, we're getting close to resuming play here in the second half, where the Nevada Cubs are up on the Knoxville Panthers 43-0. Just want to remind everybody that tonight's streaming cast is brought to you by the Mark Olson Real Estate Team. The real estate market. In the real estate market, the Mark Olson Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Concepts has what it takes to find your dream home. They are also experts in selling your home. They are firm believers in exceeding expectations. Being the realtor, broker, and owner means more than selling homes. It's about you, your hopes, your dreams. They love helping others and their performance and their clients' experiences reflect that. The Moore Team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org, and you can also find them on Facebook. The Mark Olson Real Estate Moore Team at RE/MAX Concepts. Expect more, get more. And we do appreciate them sponsoring us tonight to help bring you the streaming experience. As I looked out on the field to see what players were warming up, I do notice that James Edwards still is not back out on the field, so haven't heard anything, but I'm sure he's being looked at here. I also see Matt Myers from 21st Century Rehab out on the field. If you see him this upcoming week, ask him how his first week of fantasy football went for him. He did really well, but I think he might have came up just a little short to a certain play-by-play announcer. So, Coach, as we talked before the half ended, we talked about possibly having some changes coming up here.
Well, again, you'll probably bring your starters out both on offense and defense for at least the series. You still got to work on things. You got 4 games still ahead of you before the playoffs, and you want to make sure everything is functioning. You don't want to give up too early, so to speak. So we'll see what they send out to start this series on defense, and then we'll go again on offense. But again,
I do see Blake on the sideline throwing some passes and warming up some more, so.
Cut the music.
So here we go with the kickoff for the second half.
Max Hoffman kicking off for the Cubs.
That was Max Hoffman with the kickoff on that one.
right
Fielded by
there's a
number
change.
9.
Gavin Montalvo returning.
Brought out to about the 30-yard line.
Dale Franson on the tackle on that kickoff.
Looks like you're right there, Coach. They are coming out with their starting defense for the first play here. Or the first series, anyway.
Knoxville probably worked on the accentuated the positive. Said, okay, let's concentrate on these plays, and let's work on fundamentals. You don't need to tell a team you're down that bad. They know the score too.
Yep. Hand off to number 4. Very minimal game, about a yard there.
Is that the young quarterback?
That is still the same senior quarterback that we started the game.
Okay.
Malone and Rhodes on the tackle for the
The quarterback you're thinking of would be number 5, Noah Kiefer. So we got a single set receiver, 1 back, 2 wings, man in motion, handoff, right up the middle.
Nice game.
Positive gain there for the Panthers. Up to the 39-yard line there. Just about 1 yard shy of the first down.
Usually your first series, if you watch closely, you see what adjustments were made at the halftime by both sets of coaches. Knoxville has seen something they believe, and they're going to come out and explore it right away.
So we got 2 receivers to the top. 1 setback. Takes the snap. Thought about throwing for a second, but is gobbled up.
Down below on the tackle for a loss.
That'll bring up 4th down. It looks like the punting team is coming on there. That'll send Caden back. Doesn't look like Aiden's coming back this time. See if we can get a good kickoff. Yeah, it's still nothing. Another squib.
Knoxville is trying to run a
Punt is
soccer-style
down
kick.
on the 45-yard line.
Normally on a punt team, you have the punter back any place 13 to 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Theirs is back probably 1 yard deeper than a normal shotgun look. He took 2 steps to his right and kicked it, and he's trying to, because of it, he shanked it again. At least he got positive yards.
Blake takes a snap, a little low snap, but he is able to haul it up and hands it off to
28.
Is that
Brown,
Malone?
the ball carrier.
No, 29.
29?
Yeah,
I always had trouble with my
that was
numbers.
Seth Brown on the carry there. He looked a little skinny to be Gavin. Gavin's a
little
very
taller, too.
stout young man.
Very strong young
Very-
man.
Strong legs, strong mid torso. We got 2 receivers up top, 1 down below, and the handoff. Seth Brown again. He cuts through the middle. He's got a hole. Made another one miss.
Nice.
All the way to the end zone for another Cubs touchdown.
Touchdown Cubs.
Nice running for Seth there.
That was an excellent run. He had 2 hard cuts, taking his blocker's lead, and he cut off of it twice. Nice job. By the way,
It's a
they
nice
did
run
come,
for our junior running back there.
they did come out with some different kids. Higgins was not out there. I saw that, and I wasn't sure about a couple of linemen. So
Snap, and the extra point is
it
good.
was good.
Aiden Freeman on the PAT, and it is successful.
That'll bring the Cubs points to a half a century, 50-0.
Pretty good, huh?
That always made me laugh.
Oh, God. Randy's. Where you at, Mom? Look at that now. Should
Yes,
we get to go?
we boycotted.
Looks like we got Max Hoffman kicking off once again for the Cubs here. The approach with the kick. It's a line drive kick, bouncing at the 18, grabbed it by the 12, brought up to the 24,
Davis returning that kick.
and there is a flag on the
Max
play.
Hoffman was the kicker for the Cubs on that. And a flag on the play. Seth Brown on the tackle for the Cubs.
Flag on the play. I'm not sure if it
Might have
was
been a block in the back.
block
Yep.
in the back
by the
against
Panthers.
Knoxville. Well, that'll back up Knoxville clear to the 18-yard line. Nope, 15-yard line. There I go with the numbers again.
14, 13, 13-yard line. 13-yard line there, Coach. So Knoxville had the ball, first 10, 13-yard line.
Okay, we got different players in on defense now. I would say most of our defense is second teamers, and that's good to see.
And the handoff to number 4, cutting it up the middle for a short gain. Gain about 4 yards. It's second down and 6.
Same formation.
Quarterback's taking it to the left. It looks like a run all the way. Just missed him there on the edge. That was Ty Dittmer that just missed him.
Penetrated well. Couldn't get him wrapped up.
Did still make the runner alter his course.
3rd and 5. 3rd and long
About
4.
3rd and long 4, yes. Takes the snap. Cluttered. Oh, and we got a face mask.
I got
on
a
that
face
one.
mask.
Tackled by Ethan Ballard with the penalty flag on the play.
Eden penetrated extremely well. The
Personal
quarterback
foul
ducked
penalty
his
for
head,
face
just
mask.
got ready to get tackled, and consequently we grabbed the face mask. That'll give him a first down. Well, maybe not. I don't know if that's incidental or they call it personal. Personal foul.
Personal
15,
foul.
first down.
It's walked off at the point of the personal foul. So it wasn't a total 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. And he was in the backfield a good 5 yards
easily.
plus. So I give him first down and 10 at the 27-yard line. I think I had a different running back for Knoxville. Number 15, the handoff, straight up the middle.
Grant Liston, the ball carrier.
That's Grant Liston.
Carson Mather leading the tacklers for Nevada.
You know, it's great to see the second teamers get a chance to go in and play. They work hard, just as hard as the first teamers do. It's homecoming, so they're getting their chance to shine as well. It's at the expense of Knoxville, but that's the way it goes.
And the handoff once again, sweeping to the right.
A little.
Keegan Cox, the ball carrier.
Stopped very well by the Cubs, and that'll bring up third down and about 4 to go.
Colin Member and Drew Robinson on the tackle.
It's great to see we got lots of listeners out there tonight watching the game. We appreciate you all listening and watching tonight.
If you have any football questions you'd like me to try and answer, let us know. I'll do the best I can to come up with the answer, or
Ty's
I'll pick up a
pursuing.
good lie to tell
The
you.
pass is broken up nicely by Colin Member.
Pass intended
Carter
for
Beving,
Mike
sorry.
Hudson of the Panthers.
Carter Beving.
Jason, I just was informed that we have a listener in Aurora, Colorado right now.
Aurora, Colorado.
Yep.
Did you know I was born in Aurora?
Illinois.
Illinois.
I've been there.
Home of Wayne's World.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be on the East Coast next year, too.
That'd be all right.
Fourth down.
Yep. Fourth down and 4 to go. Timeout, Panthers.
Called by the Knoxville
So with
Panthers.
2:19 left in the third quarter, Cubs leading the Knoxville Panthers 50-0. They take a timeout.
With years of experience as a top-producing real estate team within Central Iowa market, the Moore team comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience. It will guide you every step of the way through the process of buying and selling your home. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org. And you can also find them on Facebook. The Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
Jessica Myers. Wave to us, Jessica. Alexis Thompson.
Hey, Coach, did you know that we've got an esports team now?
Who?
An esports team.
Oh, I did know that. First year for it, and I understand so far it's been successful. Can you explain what that is?
Esports, that's where we take video games and they play competitively against other schools here in Iowa. Right now, we are 2-0. The current season that we are in is called the Smash season. It's Smash Brothers Ultimate Game. And that's where 5 players go up against 5 players of the other school. Last man standing wins. And it looks like we're getting ready to resume play. We'll talk some more about that later. So right now it's 4th down for the Panthers. 4 to go.
That short formation again. I wonder if they're going to try and pooch it.
And the handoff and the flea flicker back.
Well covered.
Well covered. Knew where his man was the whole time. Had a hand on him but wasn't grabbing. So he knew where that receiver was the whole
I think
time.
the unofficial term is tagging, which is illegal, but that, official didn't see it, doesn't count.
So that means the Cubs will take over on downs here at the 33 of Knoxville.
Hey, you know what I just found out? We have somebody listening in South Carolina, too.
Hot dang.
Former Nevada athlete. Excellent athlete.
So at quarterback on this set of downs is Noah Mills, number 14.
Noah Mills, the ball carrier.
He's a sophomore.
Ramsey for the Panthers.
A 6-foot sophomore. Coming in at 165 pounds. And this is great for these younger players to get some of this game time experience in a varsity game.
Well, that, and they got a crowd cheering them on, which, if they play JV, they still have a lot of fun to get experience, but they don't have the big crowd. And tonight's homecoming crowd has been a nice size crowd. Right up the middle. Oh, nice run.
Seth
Brown once again carrying the ball.
Seth Brown, not as big as our other two running backs, but he hit the hole hard, kept his feet going, drove the tackler back.
Quarterback right now is Noah Mills. He came in on this series. You got Ty Dittmer as a receiver out there. Drew Robinson also as a receiver. Colin Memmer as a receiver. And then Seth Brown at the tailback.
Seth Brown, the ball carrier.
You got Holden Fry in, playing tight end. Carson Mather on the left tackle. Oh, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter, Coach, because we have a running clock right now.
Huh.
So when we resume play, it'll be...
Are we in the red zone?
Not quite yet, Coach.
All right.
Not quite
I don't want
yet.
to miss that. I think my cue is when the whole screen at that end, south end, turns bright red.
Bright red. So, Coach, did you know that located right here on Main Street, Nevada, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team prides itself on building relationships while pursuing the real estate interests of our clients through dedication, honesty, and hard work. The team consists of Mark and Amber Olson, Jennifer Kelly, Rachel DeVries, Jen Nelson, and Daniel Mindy, representing Central Iowa. When you work with the Mark Olson Real Estate team, you get free home staging, professional photographs, along with a virtual tour and aerial drone. The enclosed trailer will be available for moving day. They are members of the Ames, Marshalltown, and Des Moines Multiple Listing Service, but most importantly, you will have a true and honest experience. The Moore Team is a proud sponsor of the Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org, and you can also find them on Facebook. The Mark Olson Real Estate Moore Team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
Touchdown.
So Noah Mills takes that snap and runs it right into the end zone.
Excellent blocking by his offensive line. Drove him off the ball, turned the hole. Hole opened up just off the left guard, and he was gone.
That's Mr. Mills' son, huh?
Yeah. Nice kid.
So in for the extra points
Sophomore?
should be Aiden Freeman, I believe. It is. And it is good. That'll bring the score to 57-0.
Kudos to Knoxville. They haven't given up. They're still giving their best shot they can. I don't see them walking around with their heads down or their hands on their knees. They're trying. Just right now, Nevada has a little more talent going for them.
Hey, Coach, when you're ready to buy a home, whether it's your first home, second home, vacation home, or forever home, consider working with the Mark Olson Real Estate Team. More Team at Remax Concepts, located right here on Main Street, Nevada. The partnership with Remax provides the tools and knowledge to guide their clients every step of the way. That's why nobody sells more homes than Remax, the #1 name in real estate. The Moore Team is a proud sponsor of the Nevada Cubs Athletics. Visit mooreteam.org to learn more and to check out their Facebook page for referrals and reviews. The Mark Olson Real Estate Moore Team. Expect more, get more.
You know, if I'd known Mark was going to be a realtor when I had him in class, I would have had him look for a good doghouse for me, because I was in the doghouse a lot back then.
Looks like we got Max Hoffman once again in for the kickoff.
I think we got some younger guys in the kickoff coverage team. That's good, too.
Yes, it is.
They covered it well the last time down. Let's do it again, guys.
Kicking from the 40, and the kick.
Max
Another
Hoffman
line
kicking
drive
off
kick,
for the
fielded
Cubs
at the
for a
15,
touchdown.
bounces, grabbed, brought to the 20,
Kyle Davis
25,
returning
makes a
for the
cut,
Panthers.
spins, makes it up to the 30-yard line.
They'd had a player down there, started his tackle for him, and feet slipped out from underneath him. Otherwise, the ball carrier had probably been tackled about the 15. Good coverage, Cubs.
So with the clock remaining running here, with the running clock, fourth quarter, 57-0, Cubs over the Panthers.
I think Knoxville's got some new players in, too. Looks like their offensive line might be all new.
They have changed some players up a little.
Nice gang tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
So handoff, and it looks like they maybe made it back. Might be just
Grant lifted the
shy.
ball carrier.
So with years of experience as a top producing real estate team within the Central Iowa market, the Moore Team comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience. They will guide you every step of the way through the processes of buying and selling your home. The Moore Team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org, and you can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore Team at Remax Concepts. Expect more, get more.
Kyle Davis, the ball carrier.
Good run by Knoxville.
Tackled by Malik Wilkerson.
Hand off out the left side, and he made it all the way up to the 40-yard line, just shy of the first down by about a yard. That'll be 3rd down and 1 now. Uh-oh, handoff is fumbled. It looks like the Cubs might have recovered this one,
They're
folks.
indicating we are. Wait for the stripes. Yep, there it is.
There we
Nevada
go,
ball
officially Nevada ball.
on the 40-yard line. Nevada's are on Knoxville's 40-yard line.
And only 20 yards from the.
Nevada Lumber red zone.
Let's see if
I
we
want
can
you
make
know
it
I've been
back in there.
practicing that for 3 weeks.
That last possession, they only skated through the red zone. This time we'll see if we can just hang out in there for a little bit.
Nice cut. Keep going.
Cade Canope, the ball carrier. Luke
That was
Vignal
Cade
on
Knope.
the tackle.
Canope.
Yep, Canope. Sophomore. Beta has shown great fundamentals in the games we've seen this year. Again, you had a sophomore running back follow his lead block, plant the outside foot, and cut off the block, got up into the hole, and kept his feet moving.
Obviously, the Cubs are not in a hurry to snap the ball, so they're using every bit of that time clock that they can.
Ooh, good penetration by
Cade
Knoxville on that one.
Canope, the ball carrier. Vladimir Gorski on the tackle.
Third and a long 9.
Cade's a very tall running back. Doesn't quite have the bulk that Caden has. But he is only a sophomore, so
Yes.
he's got a couple more years to.
Yeah, well, the
bulk
weight
up.
program Nevada's been on lately, if he sticks with it, you will see growth.
7.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Another handoff to Caden.
Ground
Cade
They're
Canope,
calling
the ball
him down
carrier.
before the ball came
Tackled by
loose.
Gold Cox.
runner was slung down. Ball hit the ground and came loose. Ground cannot cause a fumble. Fish on our side was right on top of it and indicated such.
That'll bring up fourth down. About 8 yards to go.
7 minutes left in the game. Five seconds left on the
Play clock.
play clock.
Takes a snap. Moves forward with it. Keeping. And that'll be a turnover on
Noah
downs
Mills,
for the
the ball
Cubs.
carrier. Tackled by Logan Clark.
In the real estate market, the Mark Olson real estate team at Remax Concepts has what it takes to find your dream home. They are also experts in selling your home. They are firm believers in exceeding expectations. Being the realtor, broker, and owner means more than selling homes. It's about you, your hopes, your dreams. They love helping others, and their performance and their clients' experience reflect that. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org, and you can also find them on Facebook, the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore Team at Remix Concepts. Expect more, get more. Panthers snap the ball, toss it to the right, fumbles the toss, but gathers it back up and makes a nice run
Gavin Montano,
down the right side.
Saving. Oh, ball's loose.
Ball's loose. Picks it back up, continues the run, blocking the back. There'll be a flag on the play
Was there?
at about the 19-yard line.
Fumble recovered and advanced by
Okay.
Montalvo.
Kudos to the Knoxville runner, though.
Tackled by
He got
Malik
tackled from
Wilkerson.
behind. Ball flew out of his hands. He hit the ground. He got up, picked up his own fumble, and took off for the goal line. That was smart play by the Knoxville runner.
That'll back him up to about the 24-yard line, I'm going to guess. Blocking a back signal by the referee.
20,
Holding against the offense.
25,
Oh, 10-yard penalty. My bad. I thought that was a
29-yard
5-yard.
line.
So 29-yard line, the Panthers have the ball. Let's see if these young Cubs can hold Knoxville here.
They played well this year on defense. I don't know if they get a shutout, it would be their first of the season, I believe.
Yes, it would. Roland was able to put 6 on the board, I believe. timeout. Something wasn't quite right in that formation, so the quarterback called timeout just to make sure they get it right. Even though they know they're probably not going to win, let's at least play the right formation and get the play off correctly instead of rushing it. Right now, that's a little more important than even
Teaching
scoring.
or coaching, you do it up to the final whistle. And I look down here and see three or four Nevada coaches out doing likewise.
So the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team is invested in our community and schools. You can find them running a booth at the PTA Carnival, providing ice cream socials for Central's Butter Braid fundraiser, passing out treats during Nevada's downtown trick-or-treating, taking the reins of the Nevada Community Rodeo, showcasing those exceptional yards and Christmas light displays, giving out the Mark Olson Real Estate Moore team scholarship to a dedicated Nevada senior, supporting the community and school events, and the most memorable was partnering with the Nevada JCs and Nevada Fire Department, watching the Easter Bunny ride on the fire truck on Easter Day. Wherever there's a need in our community, the Moore team tries to fill the gap. The Moore team is a proud sponsor of Nevada Cubs Athletics. To learn more, visit mooreteam.org. In the pass by the Panthers, deep, and is caught for the flag.
Touchdown. I'm guessing pass interference on the defense.
Fair touchdown pass complete to Mike Hudson. There's a penalty
Touchdown
flag
is the
on
call. And pass interference against the Cubs will be declined, I'm sure.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay.
They just gave it.
Touchdown. And run the clock, he said. I think.
Nevada just jumped off into the neutral zone, so they'll move the ball closer.
See if they're going to go for two instead of kicking it now. Offside Nevada. Take it on the kickoff.
Come think of it, I don't think I ever have
High
seen
snap, place, and
good.
good.
I've never seen official give a signal like he just did. He waved at the other end zone. I guess he means he'll take it on the kickoff, the extra point, or the 5-yard penalty.
Correct. So they'll be kicking off at the 45 instead of the 40.
May seem lucrative or someone if they're trying an onside kick. I worked with a coach once that called a timeout with 2 seconds to go in a game, and he was down by 36 points. You keep teaching, you keep coaching.
We were playing Ballard, and we were losing by 30 down the 2-yard line, and it was pouring, and you could hardly see him on the field. And I kept the clock going, and he got pissed. He was yelling at us.
Okay, looks like they're kicking off from our 40. That would be a 20-yard difference from the normal kickoff spot. The Cubs will come out with 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line after the touchback. Got a lineman coming on the field here late.
Somebody
13
didn't get the
seconds.
memo.
3:53 left here in the game. Takes a snap, hands it off, runs straight forward. Makes it back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a foot or two past. That'll bring up second down and 9.
Isaac Bobby Schmidt and Hayden Lee on the tackle.
Quarterback keep the
Quarterback
whole way,
keeper
right up the
straight up.
middle. Yard short of a first down.
Noah Mills, the ball carrier.
Gonna bring up third down and 1.
Clyde McCorsich and Ryland Mulder on the tackle.
It must be the commentator.
Thanks once again for everybody watching on YouTube tonight. We appreciate you guys tuning in and staying tuned in for this game. Takes that 3rd and 1 snap. Met in the backfield, but makes the juke move and is able to grab the first down and stay in bounds.
Tyler Kearney on the tackle.
Gives the
for
Cubs a first down
Knoxville.
at the 38-yard line.
2:16 to go in the game.
Seconds on the play clock and the snap. A little bit of a goofy handoff there, but was able to carry it in.
Ball carrier.
45-yard line.
Hayden Lee on the tackle.
Carries it up to the 44. Gonna bring up second down about 4 yards. Coming down to about a minute left to play here in the game. Second down and 4. Takes the snap, hands it off. Met by a couple Panthers. Spins, but did not see the one coming behind him.
Sometimes you take what you can get and call it good. He tried to
right.
reverse field, reverse right into a tackle.
It's kind of like that Barry Sanders deal where you can either jump off and get 70 or lose 5.
Yep.
Trying to make something happen. But I'd take Barry Sanders any day of the week.
I think most of the time he did okay for himself.
Yeah.
I love going back and watching Gale Sayers, Barry Sanders, all the great running backs and their moves. I don't know how they did those things. I got confused just watching them run on film.
That'll bring up third down in about 7, 8. Hand off once again up the middle.
Noah Mills, the ball carrier.
That'll bring fourth down, but we've only got about 10 seconds left, and that should end the game here tonight. Where the Cubs defeat the Knoxville Panthers by a score of 57-7.
Good homecoming victory. Everybody got to play. Cubs look good. Who do we have next week?
Homecoming win for the Cubs.
We're heading
There-
down to
we go to
North Polk next week.
Go to North Polk next week. North Polk's playing Pella tonight.
Next weekend.
And they're down 35-0 at halftime, last we heard. So
I did talk to the transportation director over there today. He did say they are struggling a little bit this year. And not looking forward to having to face us next week.
Congratulations, Cubs.
So the Cubs are now 4-0 on the
4-0.
year.
like I say, we have 4 games left before the playoffs, right? We play 8.
And our Caden duo, Caden Da Silva, Caden Jones, is just tearing up the field this year.
Be interesting to see the stats in this game.
Caden Jones had 3 touchdowns. I don't know how many yards he had, but Caden Jones had 3 touchdowns. Caden De Silva had 3 touchdowns in the first half, and just pretty much did whatever they wanted to do on the Panthers defense tonight.
Well, good luck to the Knoxville Panthers the rest of the year. Go get the next one, guys. Nevada, let's get ready for North Polk next week. We will see you back home for Pella, the last game of the season. So, hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Have a good